Hi, everyone. Welcome to Google for Education's Emerging Trends webinar series. Today's session is based on student-led learning. We are looking at how students can be empowered through flipped classroom pedagogy and Google for Education. On the call today, you have myself, Joseph Igos Yuponuja, and Ulerato Chupin. You also have the content developers for this course, Shalena and Katie. Both of them are in the YouTube chat. Please say hi to them. As I mentioned, my name is Joseph Igos Yuponuja, and I am an high school ICT teacher at Bloomberg Schools, Port Harcourt, Nigeria. We would like to say a big shout out to our partners working with Google for Education on this series. Thank you to Open Network for the curriculum development and organization. Thank you to Snaplify Education for making this session available to your teacher network. And a big thank you to MKB Consulting, a Google for Education partner in Nigeria. The partners are helping to boost this series to reach more teachers across African continent. And a big thanks to Google for Education for making this series possible. These are the 8 emerging trends in education, and today's session is the 4th of the 10-part series on these trends. You can read more about these trends in the Future of Classroom reports. Our focus today is student-led learning and is split into 2 sessions. This is the first session for student-led learning, and we hope to see you in the next session next 2 weeks. But the question is, what are the driving factors behind this emerging trend in education? We are seeing a change in how schools operate now, as students are given more agency in how and what they are learning. This shift is mostly due to changing workplace culture and digital advancements. Yuhem Yamochi, a professor at the Interfaculty Initiative in Information Studies, says that the expansion of information and communication technologies such as AI has raised the level of required skills that human beings need. As we move into an age where people will commonly live beyond 100 years of age and have more career mobility, they need to become lifelong learners. Schools need to help us develop the ability to continuously learn. Being able to understand the meaning of learning is a critical benefit. So with constant automation in the workplace today, we see a real need to make sure students can upskill and retrain, as well as think critically and apply knowledge. Job adverts today seek at enterprise skills with high emphasis on high touch and high skill job roles. But the point is, we can't automate strategic thinking, problem solving, and communication management. Hence, there is a greater need for these skills over and above manual labor. Jay Owen, CEO of the Foundation for Young Australia, says that the demand for digital skills has increased by more than 200%, critical thinking by more than 150%, creativity by more than 60%, and presentation skills by 25%. There is a clearly big job market shift here. The drivers of change are obvious, but how this translates into redefining education is a major challenge. Education is really about student growth and success. So what are the success drivers here? Rob Halben, head of School Agora, really sums up how important starting with student motivation is. He says, Schools are finally beginning to realize that you can't force passion and motivation upon students. We know that it is not your IQ, but your passion and motivation that are the keys to success. So if we can start with students' interest, we can build skills and knowledge from there. Then, how do we educate based on students' interests? That's a very broad, open-ended education direction. In essence, we need to cater for choice. Students need more voice in what and how they learn. Once students have identified what they want to focus on, we need to teach independent research skills to them. The ability to source knowledge and self-teach themselves is a key to an education model that caters for student-led learning on a diverse range of topics. We also need to teach students how to ask good questions and train teachers how to assess and work with inquiry-based learning. Pedagogical models are what makes the application of technology effective in improving teaching and learning. So let's take a look at some of the models you can use in your classroom. Active learning that requires students to engage with and apply content produces greater knowledge retention and skill development. Pedagogical models, flipped classrooms, blended learning, passion projects, also known as 20% time, and inquiry-based learning are all models for improving student-led learning and knowledge application. In the traditional classrooms, it is based on teacher lecturing and distributing knowledge, while students practice and apply the knowledge at home for homework that they are given. But when it comes to flipped classroom, it allows students to absorb the knowledge on their own and apply knowledge with the teacher present as a guide. In a flipped classroom model, students receive the content at home in form of videos, reading articles, or infographic. The teacher reinforces the video or the knowledge in class with a short discussion when they come to school. The students then apply what they have learned in class. In this case, the teacher's role is supporting and extending learning. This model is beneficial in that the students have the teacher present when working through the application of the knowledge gained. Most students don't have subject experts at home to help with homework, but with this model, the teacher is present in the class and he will guide the students through the knowledge application. Also, watching and learning the knowledge on video means the student can learn at their own pace. They can pause, they can stop, and can even repeat content if needed. Some teachers, on the other hand, prefer to film themselves, so their students are learning with a voice that is familiar to them. Other teachers source content created on YouTube or articles for their students to read. We are going to look at some search tips for YouTube today to help you source content on YouTube. Blended learning is when online instruction is blended with in-person instruction. There is a teacher-created website or a learning platform that students are using. So some students are engaged in online activity while the teacher works with small groups or individuals on other activities. There are a lot of benefits to outsourcing some teachers' roles to computers. Primarily, the students have time to focus on skill and knowledge development independently. This allows the teacher to spend quality class time supporting students who are struggling. Adaptive learning is also built into certain computer programs. we have the example of immediate feedback on questions. So once students answer the question, they get feedback immediately, or changing the activity based on the responses from the students. We will later see in the presentation how to create a class site for your class, and next week we'll look at how students will play with forms and slides. Google has an amazing work culture of allowing Googlers to spend 20% of their total work time on projects they are interested in. These projects are different to Google's primary role. Some of Google's best products have come out of 20% time projects. We have the example of Gmail and Google Maps and other many products from Google. Many schools today have implemented passion projects in their schools by allowing learners to spend 20% of their school time on projects they are interested in. At Google, passion projects are function as an accelerator for new products and team development. In education, passion projects capture the crossover between different fields. The crossover between different fields is captured with passion projects. They are driven by students' interest and are the perfect tool for growing students' intrinsic motivation, leadership, and innovation. Next, we have inquiry-based learning is about investigating scenarios and problems. It encourages students to be curious and ask questions. It is a social collaborative learning model. Query-based learning encourages skill development alongside knowledge gains. So it teaching students to ask questions, and this improves problem solving and critical thinking for the students. Throughout these models, the joy of learning is really grown as you see in the faces of the students. They take ownership of how and what they are learning. Student-led learning is a nuanced application. In some instances, teacher-led activities are better, while in other cases, student-led activities even work best. The important factor here is finding the right model to maximize learning. Most schools apply a mix of student-led and teacher-led activities. 20% passion project would be the product of pure student-led learning and flipped classrooms. Research skills are critical in implementing successful student-led learning. Let's take a look at how to identify authentic online resources or sites, as well as some top Google search tips that we can teach to our learners to implement student-led learning. We are living in an information-rich era, yet finding quality information is central to successful knowledge acquisition. Here are some top tips for verifying the accuracy of information online. Firstly, we check out the web page author. Is the person an expert on the topic? Or the web page, is it from a reputable source? And next, we check the date of publication. Is the date accurate in relation to the content? Then also the source of the URL is another good indicator. .edu and .ac are websites that are normally from academic institutions. Titles also matter. Titles can be outrageous to getting people to read and click on web pages. So read other articles or web pages referring to the same content. Check if the content has reference sites to refer to. Also, as humans, we all have internal biases, and this can influence how we receive and perceive information. Checking this will help us to verify the quality of information we find online. Lastly, is it possible that the web page you're looking at is a joke? Some content are so outrageous, but they are actually intended as humor, as jokes. Google search is the best search in the world, and the pinnacle of Google's mission is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful to everyone. So let's go into Google search and do some search there. If you're using another browser, to get to Google search, just type on your omnibus search.google.com, or if you're using Chrome, this is the homepage for Google search. The omnibus is here, is a mini search engine of its own. Just enter your search query directly into it, and it will take you anywhere in the world that you want to go to. So let's run a search on student-led learning. Student-led learning. Hit the enter key, and your Google will return your search results for you that contain relevant web pages and articles. At the top, you will see scholarly articles for student-led learning based on Google Scholar content. You can open any of these, read, share with your colleagues and management for future reader. Following immediately, you get top blog posts on student-led learning or on the topic. And also you have frequently asked questions by people. You can expand any one of them, click on the link, and also read it. Also, Google has designed the search engine so that you can filter your search result and get improved results. You have tools here. When you click on tools, you have the various filters that you can apply here. So this anytime, you can search by past hour, 24 hours, or past year. You click on past year, your search result that will be returned will change. Then you can also go to all results. You can search by verbatim. Once you are done, you can clear your search results here. Your search results also come out in different categories. You have the images, news, videos, maps, and you can get more also from here, books and finance. So right now, let's go to one of these categories, images. You click on images, and you can go to tools to apply various filters here. These are the various filters we have under images. So click on size. We have different sizes, large, medium, icon. Large is good for projection, for large screens where you want to project. Then icon is good for icon or small screen. So let's apply this filter large, and your search results will be returned. These are large images. Then you can also search by color. You can use black and white, any color, or transparent. Transparent is very good for overlaying. Then you can search by type also. You have clip arts, you have line drawing and GIF. You can also search by time. So let's search by the past year. Past year. Then usage right, you have Creative Commons licenses. Here you have copyright-free images to use. Then commercial and other licensing, paid images. So once you are done, you get your image. You can also clear your filters right from here. You click on the filter, it will return you back to the standard results you get. The same can be done to the videos category. So you click on the video category, you go to tools, you apply the filters you have here. You have short, medium, long, you have anytime. You can also pick high quality, as well as you can use closed captioned videos and share with your learner. So with this, your learners can self-teach and you can implement successful student-led learning. Next, we are looking at implementing student-led learning. This can be a challenge sometimes because it relies on students learning from technology platforms rather than a teacher lecturing and answering every student's question. Let's look at some great online repositories of knowledge. YouTube is the world's second best search engine after Google. It has so many videos, from TV shows to entertain young children to amazing videos for teaching and learning. So let's go to YouTube and search for videos. So when you get to YouTube, ensure you sign in with your account so that your search history will be saved to your account. So on YouTube, you can type your search query into the search bar, just like we have here, science videos for kids. So we are running a search on science videos for kids. Press the enter key. Now these are the various videos that are returned from science videos for kids. Under the search bar, you will notice the filter icons. Click on the filter icon. You can refine your search applying these filters: upload date, time, duration, features, and sort by. So you can refine the search here by clicking on this here. You see videos posted on YouTube on science videos for kids this year. You can go through and pick the one you like and share with your learner. Then you can go back and clear the filter also. Just click on the X on the filter to remove this filter. Then also we go back again. You also have by type. You can filter by type. You can clear this also, remove the filter. Then you also have channels. Channels are just like TV channels. We have so many channels on YouTube, like Discovery, Travel, Google for Education, or even Science Crash Course. So you can click on channel to filter your results according to channels. These are different channels. You can subscribe to any channel that you like. Just click on subscribe. You can turn on the notification, click on the bell, and click on all. So your favorite content producers, once they drop a video on the channel that you subscribe to, you get notified and you are up to date and you can share with your learners. We go back to the filter and clear the filter once you are done according to that. Then you go back again. We also have playlist. Playlist, you can filter according to playlist. Playlist is a collection of videos by YouTube viewers from different YouTube channels as well as from different content producers on YouTube. So you can enter any of the playlists and watch the videos and also share with your learners. Next, let's make our own playlist. So we'll clear the filter playlist, and this time we're making our own playlist. You see the various videos you have here. Just go to the right hand side of the video. You see the three dots. Click on the three dots. You will see save to playlist. Click on save to playlist. If you have playlist already, you will see them here. But if you don't have, you have to create your own playlist. So click on create playlist. Enter the name of the playlist. So for this, we're going to enter science videos live. Okay, then viewership. We have three types of viewership under privacy. Public, it means anyone on the internet can search for and view your playlist. Unlisted is for only those you share the link with, while private is for yourself only. So we are going to use unlisted since we are going to share this playlist with our class. So you click on unlisted viewership, then click create. When you click create, that video, your playlist is created and that video has been added to your playlist. You can add more videos to your playlist by clicking on the three dots, click on save to playlist. Then we are using science videos live and the video is added to the playlist. You go back, look for more videos, click on the three dots, click save to playlist, select your playlist and the video will be added to your playlist automatically. To view your playlist, go to the top right, click on the menu, scroll down under the menu, look for your playlist. You can click on show more you get all your playlists right here. So you click on the playlist you've created. So you click on the playlist. When you click on the playlist, you see all the videos that you have added to the playlist. You can decide to remove videos, or you can reorder the videos. Click on the three dots. You can remove from your playlist, or you can reorder the video from here. You can edit the title of the playlist from here, and you can add a description to your playlist. To share your playlist, you come here, click on share, copy the link, and share it with your students in your classroom. Or you can share with any of the social media handles. This way, your students get quality learning materials or videos to implement successful student-led learning. Also, we also have, let's go back again. This time, we're going back to our message. We can apply other filters here. You have duration, you have under 4 minutes. Under 4 minutes video are very good for assessment as well as topic summaries on different subjects. And you can go back also, you also filter according to features. You have live, 4K, you have HD. HD are very good for projection. When you want to project to a large audience, you can search for videos applying using the filter HD. So this way, you can get quality materials you can share with your learners in the class to implement successful student-led learning. Next, we have the Google Books, another amazing product from Google. Google has organized the world's books and make them available online to everyone. Google Books allows you to search for thousands of books around the world. It will tell you if a book is available online, and some books will allow you to read some pages of the book. This is really helpful in encouraging our learners to carry out high-level research. Now, let's look at Google Books. Google Books. To get to Google Books, open a new browser page. Just type books.google.co.za. It takes you to the Google Books homepage interface. It looks like the Google search interface. So just enter the title of the topic or the book you're looking for or whatever you're looking for here. So here, let's enter student-led learning. Hit the enter key and it will run you through all the books that Google has collected together on that topic, student-led learning. You see various books right here. And we are going to take this book, Leaders of Their Own Learning, Transforming Schools Through. So when you click on the title of the book, it will open up the book and you can read some pages of that book and get to know the book and the content of the book also. You can also get a printed copy of the book from here. Why some books also you also have access to some ebook online. The book is available in your region depending on where you are from. Then also come to the About This Book section. Click on it to get more information about the book, the author, and other books that have been written by the author. You also see related books to this particular book. Also, you can add the book to your personal library. Make sure you have signed in with your account. So you can add this book to your personal library, such as favorite, reading now, to read, have read. So this is another great way of encouraging our students to self-teach and encourage students self-learning. We are moving on. Next, we're looking at another amazing product by Google. This time is Google Scholar. It provides a simple way to broadly search for scholarly articles on the internet. Search across a wide range of disciplines and sources, and we can get articles, theses, books, and more on Google Scholar. On Google Scholar, when you run a search on Google Scholar, Your result will be returned and you will see the type of document you're working on. At the top left, you can see it on my screen, is a PDF document. Okay, is in square bracket. Then the title of the document is also hyperlinked to the full article, and you can also read a brief description about the document right here. The name of the author is also linked to other content written by this same author. You can click on the star to add this book to your personal library of articles. Also, you can also cite this book by clicking on the quotation icon to generate citation link that you can use with these books. So these are amazing products by Google that will enable us as educators to give our students the ability to self-teach as well as encourage students self-led learning. At this point, I will hand you over to Lerato, who will take us through how to upload quality digital learning materials for student-led learning. Over to you, Lerato.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank Joseph for an amazing presentation on student-led learning, models, and independent research. I am very excited to apply this into my own classroom. And I know there's a lot of you out there, as he was talking, you're taking down notes, Googling stuff at the same time, because I sure was. As Joseph said, my name is Lerato Shuping, and I am the EdTech coordinator at St. Mary's. And my passion is everything Google, especially Google in the classroom, from the littlies all the way to the big ones. Never underestimate the power and the knowledge of our little ones. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. I am very excited to share with you some tips on how to use Google Drive, Sites, Classroom, a few of my favorites. You might hear me say that those few words quite a lot, but I'm really not lying when I say these are a few of my favorites. All they have to offer for us as educators, us as content creators. I heard a word that Joseph threw around there. In these times, actually, we've also become content creators. So this is very exciting. And I'm just going to help you show you how you can create student-led learning activities. There are a lot of amazing paper-based resources that teachers need ways to share with learners in a remote learning context. And, you know, we've all been through it, so now we're living in it, and we're going to find ways to make our lives easier. Thank you, Google. Google Drive has a built-in scanner on most phones. Hold your excitement, because this is an opportunity for all of you to take it in. No more kids making excuses. Google Drive has a built-in phone on most phones. I don't want to hear any of our kids give us excuses anymore. They can easily scan their work into Google Classroom. They download the app onto their phone and click on the plus icon, select the camera icon to scan. Then you can scan the page of the image you need. I can just imagine the excitement all of you are feeling right now, the jumping up and down, the wait a minute, I don't have to hear, oh, Miss Shuping, I forgot my work at home. Oh, Miss Shuping, I couldn't scan. No, honey. You can do it on that phone. And we all know a lot of our kids and most of our kids are glued to their phone. Next step, you select OK. And if you are happy with the scan quality, then you can select if you want to change the color. And then you can name your file and select where you would like to have it saved in Google Drive and which Google account file it should be saved to. The document is now in the cloud and ready to be shared with your colleagues or learners via Google Classroom. And I know we already work hard as educators, but what a great way for, if you want to share something with your colleagues immediately, you're out somewhere, you see something amazing that the art teacher can use, that the music teacher can use, and you just scan that for them, put it in Google Drive for them to see in your shared drive on Monday. Easy, convenient, right at your hands. One of the most important aspects of a flipped classroom and blended learning pedagogy is having a repository of activities and information that students can access via the internet from anywhere. YouTube is one of the best for hosting video content. And Joseph showed you some amazing ways that you can incorporate YouTube. And it really integrates perfectly with some of the other Google tools, such as Slides, Sites, and Classroom. There are many amazing teacher classrooms on YouTube, and you can follow their channels to get some inspiration. That word completely stands out because we are all not together right now. Google can't have us in one space to host such amazing webinars, such amazing content that we could be face to face. So we can all share ideas online. And I would love to find amazing teachers out there who I have something in common with, who have posted something that I would love to try it in my classroom. YouTube has made it possible. Yes, we were all scared of YouTube back then. We all thought, no, never. It's scary. We don't want our kids on it. But a lot has changed when it comes to digital learning, to the flipped classroom. And Google has made apps like YouTube easy to access and easy to use and safe to use for our kids and for us to share with them in the classroom. So actually, you should all be sitting there right now, creating a channel, because we are all going to be searching each other's channels and really sharing some amazing content. And you can get inspiration from all these other classrooms that are already on YouTube. Don't spend too many hours on YouTube tonight. You can choose to make your videos private, unlisted, or open to the public. And how amazing is that? As a student, our students also feel, listen, we have the shy ones. They want to hold back. I'm not ready to share this with the world, just like us as teachers. So as we're going to take our students, we'll take it step by step. And when they're ready to share their content, they have this amazing channel. And it gives you just some options on who the viewers are and can be. You can use many tools to record the video. For example, a cell phone camera, computer software, or Chrome operating system or Chrome extensions like Screencastify, or the record button in Meet. And we've all gotten to familiarize ourselves with a lot of these. A lot of us were trying to hide behind other things, but now we are all in the forefront. Remote learning has put us out there. It has shown that anything is possible and we can reach our students in many different ways. We can also allow them to showcase their learning and understanding and learn with them. Favorite of mine is that through these and through remote learning, we have all actually learned with our students as we went along. The recording functionality in Google Meet is dependent on the type of license you have available at your school currently. So this is something that you would have to discuss with your IT team or your EdTech department. Video creation is really dependent on the device you have available. And right now, we are going to have a look on how you can upload something onto YouTube. So I am already on my channel, and if you look over here, make sure that you are logged into your school account. Make sure that all your stuff is saved under your school account. This is my account, and the channels and everything that I would need is right there. Now, the create button. I absolutely love this because I am really passionate about our little ones. I love anything that makes it easy for them to partake in this kind of creation. Click on the create button, and you can see there, you can upload videos. And Joseph mentioned about the drag and drop function, and it's also right here. Or you can select from your files, either in your downloads or wherever your wonderful videos are saved in. I am going to select a video. Okay, I am happy with it. I'm going to click on it. And there it goes, zooming on. What I can then do from here is actually name my book. I want to name it Clip Demo Video. And I want my learners to watch and answer questions at the end. So the assignment is put right there, what they need to do, and I am ready and it's good to go. If you scroll down, I currently don't have a long playlist, but you can click where you want to save your video, which playlist. And another thing, is this video made for kids? And this is required. Yes, it's made for kids. No, it's not made for kids. So in this setting, it is in my classroom. I'm going to be sharing it with my learners, and they're under a certain age, and it's made for kids, and I'm going to keep it there. You click on next. And here, as you can see, you can also add related content or promote some at the end of your video, during your video. So maybe you could, one of our teachers in the art department actually did a whole thing where she kept popping up in different sections to ask her questions and just to check in with the kids. So you can make it as creative as you want. One of my favorites are the checks, the copyright issues. There's the green tick, it means I am good to go. There's no copyright issues. And if there is, I can go back, look what I did wrong, or look where I went wrong, where I could fix things, and fix it, and then come back again. And then when I am ready, I am good to go. And this is where you get to select who's viewing your video. Private, and it's only me and the people I choose to watch my video. Unlisted, in my space, I would use it if I want to share with parents. They are not in my school network, so I want to unlist it, but send them a link. I don't want to make it public because I don't want everybody to see, but I'm happy for the parents to see. Private means I can go and share it with the people in my network, in my school network. When I'm happy with everything, I save it, and we are good to go, and I would have sent it to whoever I would have loved to share it with. Fun and easy for the kids too, and you to make some amazing content for them. I hope a few of us shy teachers there are loosening up a bit and feeling like, okay, I think I can do this. Google Sites, another favorite, and it's going to be a favorite for you too. It's an amazing tool for creating an online repository of activities or videos for learners to watch. I absolutely, absolutely love using Google Sites. You can easily add videos straight from YouTube, text, images, and here you can see there's an example there of a site created for high school music students. One of the reasons Google Sites is so effective is the ease of integration with the Google Workspace. Hello, another amazing reason for you to switch over to Google and actually explore the Google Workspace and all that it has to offer. You can drag and drop learning activities created in Google Slides, Sheets, Docs, drawings, and forms. How amazing and how convenient for us. And here again, you can see a variety of activities for young learners based on the weather. We are Google, us, we are all reaching out for the young learners too. So that this is possible. It is possible for all your learners and I teach from grade 0 all the way to the matrics. You can use an app like Google Slides for amazing, effective integration. And let's get into it. My absolute favorite, Google Sites. Now, if you look here, you can always go to sites.google to search for any of the Google Workspace. You can go to classroom.google, or you can go to an absolute favorite, the waffle. The kids always love it when I mention the waffle, the samosa. So I absolutely love again that Google has all these amazing templates for us. If you're starting out and you're feeling, wait a minute, I want to see how I can use it, there are templates, and I'm just going to open this first one just so you can see an example of a template. And it's already built for you. You're just going to be getting right into it. But for today, we're going to create our own. So I'm going to go into blank. And if you look right here, we have the insert, pages, and themes. In the insert, we have everything that we can put into our Google site. And if you scroll down, there is text, a table of contents, a divider, a map, which I hope is giving you ideas on, wait a minute, I can use this as a blog. I can use this as a newspaper. And these are just some ideas of a variety of like topics and ways that you can utilize a Google site. Pages, the amount of pages you can have, and themes. Themes is always fun because you can change and pick the color you would like to work with, changing your font styles. And if you are happy, if you click on your page title, I can change it to animals. And I love how, as you're typing, it pops up. So to make things easier for you, do I want to change the image? I can upload or I can select an image. So things are readily available for you. And it's actually guiding you through this whole site as you go. So if you're a beginner, it's literally guiding you and walking you through it. So right now, I am going to start up here where Google Drive, all my stuff safely saved in Google Drive. And I can start with, maybe I want to put in a cute little Bitmoji for the kids to introduce myself. And then if I double click here, it's a little shortcut that I can use. I can add a text box and say, good morning, girls. I can't wait to learn with you. So just an amazing way to get things going with the kids. And if I scroll down, you can see all the amazing things that I can add on. So if I go into YouTube, animals, find a video that the kids can relate to, that I would like to use. And I'm going to just pick this one, select, and I am happy with the video. Again, if I click here or if I press on insert, I can insert a text box. I can also insert one here where I give them instructions. Watch the video and answer questions. Answer questions. Now it's becoming really interactive. And I'm on one page and I haven't even added half the things that I can add already. So to insert another page, I go to the pages, and at the bottom, I press the plus, add a new page. My next page is going to be classifications. I want to do some animal classification, and I am happy with it. And on the next page again, I can get going, and I want to scroll down and add a Google Doc. Find a Google Doc. On one platform, you are creating a whole category of work. You are creating continuous assessments. You are creating continuous interaction with the kids. And if I find something, I would obviously find something related for the kids and just pop it in there. I'm going to pop in a good old COVID one. Again, add the instructions for the kids and make it interactive. And then if you look there on top, there's my table of contents, and the kids can navigate through each page. And if I add another page, it'll also pop up there, and I'm going to name it Lions. And there's the page there on top. Another great thing that I absolutely love is you can add a calendar. So if you have set times and days for when certain activities need to be added in, you can go right in here and click on the calendar, insert, and it will actually help the kids in keeping up with their work, keeping them on track. It's an absolute favorite, and I get excited every time that I look through this. When you are happy with your site, a few things before you actually get to publish it. How amazing is this? This is a favorite because kids, if they are back in remote learning, they can still collaborate. So they can find each other and collaborate. And this is somebody in my network, so it makes it easier for me to collaborate with them. And when I'm, preview, I would like to show you something that is also really amazing. For those people that don't have a certain device, they can use it, see it on a mobile phone, and I can preview what it looks like. on a tablet, on an iPad, and on a desktop. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. And when I'm ready, I just click publish and I name it animals, and I am ready to publish. Easy as that. One space, and you have created such a huge amount of work activities. This is one of my favorite. It allows for so much to happen in one app, in one Google Workspace where you can app smash with the others. I really hope a lot of you are looking at it and finding possible ways to utilize it in your classroom. I would like you just to show you in a way that kids can use it. So we've used it in a space where this is just the front where kids are working on this one and they are using it for their gaming and robotics. They get to run this coding robotics. So they are putting this all together, and because it's something they want to share with the parents. We don't have a lot of people on site right now, so we can use this to share. So that's just one idea that you can actually utilize it into your school. So we have spoken at length on how to create content and improve student research. Now let's look at how student choice and differentiation, two important words, student choice and differentiation. The differentiation of learning is when a teacher, us, adjusts the content or process used to learn or product expected from learners, giving students more choice and difference, and a different starting point accounts for individual student needs. Oh my word, mind-blowing. Another great way for us to actually tap into our different learners, giving them a choice and giving them, recognizing that they are an individual. In terms of evidence learning, you could ask students to choose how they would like to complete an assignment. Oh, I get all goosebumps because we all know that in our classroom, all our learners are different. They process differently, they learn differently, and now they have a platform to respond in a different way. You have the one student who wants to write an essay, another create a video or podcast, and another may prefer to make a presentation using infographics. How amazing! How amazing we're giving each student a voice in different ways. Thank you, Google. Google Classroom allows you to collect in all different types of learning. Oh, guys, I cannot stress enough how important this is for me, for that shy girl who's sitting at the back of the classroom, but they would be more than happy to give me a wonderful presentation using Google Slides, or now that I just showed you Google Sites, or that one learner who wants to create videos and show me their creativity and express themselves. How amazing. In Google Classroom, they simply open an assignment, click on the attach icon and the product tab that they are submitting, and you as a teacher, you still have all the content in one place. Again, with the Google Classwork in Workspace in the Google Classroom, you can differentiate learning by posting assignments to specific learners. I cannot wait to show you this feature. This is great for differentiating learning according to student capability or interest. I hope all of you are going, yes, because this is absolutely, absolutely amazing. The Google Classroom has a rubrics functionality built in, which is a great way to assess student work in a differentiated context. Rubrics standardize assessments practice across different topics and products and student-led learning. In Google Classroom, you can personalize students' stream by using the post to subset of students' functionality. This allows for you to differentiate communication. I cannot wait to show you this feature. Students always feel inspired with an individualized method. For them, it comes out as if my teacher listened to me. My teacher's paying attention to my needs. And without any holding back, I want to get into the amazing Google Classroom space. So as we all know, here I have my stream and classwork, people, and marks. So in Stream, this is where I would announce or communicate anything with my students. And this is what I was just mentioning right now, that communication with that one particular student. So right now, I could make an announcement and say, the student one, look at your assigned work. This is just for the one student, and I can click the one person that I want to communicate with, and this goes to them. This is what it means that they're going to appreciate this kind of communication. And if I jump right into classwork, now if you see here, oh, and people, this allows for us to add. We can add more students, and we can add more teachers to collaborate with us. If you look here, to create an assignment, so I already have an assignment for the one student. This is their work, and they are ready. It will allow them to see their work. They have what they need. But if I go to create, hallelujah, another favorite of mine, reuse your work. You do not have to go create more stuff. If you have it, reuse it and share it with your other classes. I am going to choose one of these, and I would like to reuse it. Making our lives easier again, making it easy for us to spend more time with the students instead of continuously creating content that you'd already had from the beginning. Okay, so here I am, but I don't want these students to have the same assignment. So I can go to add, and I'm going to go to my files and find any files that I would like to share. So for this one, I would like the student to have topic number 5 and topic number 6, okay? Insert. Always remember, it's important to make a copy for each student so they also have the work. And if you go right here, this is where if you assign, you can assign to a specific student. Student 31, I've already assigned to them. I don't want them to see what I'm assigning to student 1. This is student 1's work, and this is me acknowledging that we are different and, giving them a different type of way to respond, as I mentioned earlier. And for my weaker students, they don't have to feel intimidated. I feel like we are really giving them a voice and a stand. And when I am ready, I can always assign a due date, and my rubric is right there. So my students know what I'm looking for, how many points they get from that under each topic. And when I'm ready, I just press assign. And it's just for that one student. And in the end, this is also an opportunity for us as educators to relook a lot of things. And I know the hundreds of you that are watching right now have done that because you are here. We've all gone through remote learning. We're all still learning together, but we are all using wonderful platforms like Google Classroom, Google Sites to keep creating that amazing content, to keep working with our amazing learners. Joseph, between Joseph and I, we have probably absolutely blown your mind. And for now, I would like to find out if there are any questions. And thank you for joining us today and allowing us to share our passion. And we really hope that the hundreds of you sitting out there are just as excited to try this and explore these in your classrooms. We are ready for some questions.
Yes, actually, we had a question. It's about downloading the books in Google Books. Okay, so Google Books actually helps you to search within and discover books. Okay, so when you find a book that is still under copyright, you will only see a small portion of the book or the snippet view of the book. Also, you also get links to places where you can buy or borrow the book as well. Okay, so some publishers, they've set their in copyright books to full book view. So in that case, you will see the full book view for that particular book. And you also find out that some copyright publishers have granted you some copyrights for you to see the full book view and use them. Most times, there are links to places where you can borrow the book, you can buy the book, but it depends on the region where you are. So the region where you are, some books are not available in some regions. So the region where you find yourself will determine if a seller is available in that area, or you can get a printed copy of that book, or you can borrow it from a library. But outrightly downloading it and using it free, some are not, is not available. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions?
I guess not.
Well, you awesome people out there, you actually have an amazing resource pack that has been put together for you. So please visit the website for more resources. And the resource package for today's session will be in the chat. Use it, get inspired, and inspire your learners and other teachers out there.
Thank you very much, Lerate, and thanks everyone for joining today.
And we absolutely, absolutely appreciate your feedback. So please respond. There will be a survey in the chat. And with all of that, we'd like to thank you for your time. And please tell your colleagues to follow us on all social media for more updates. And we'll see you in the next webinar.